This video is dedicated to James Elum. He was a great friend and a part of our family. On November 7th, 2024, James was in an auto accident just hours after leaving camp. The night before he left, he was witnessing to one of the guys about Jesus sitting around the campfire for hours. James and Ray grew up together and were his closest brothers, and he will be dearly missed by us all. James was 68 years old. What's up, guys? Welcome to Amherst Deer Camp 2024. Alright, so it's the second Saturday of muzzleload season here in Virginia, and it has been brutal hot. Things have been very slow. I think we've had 2 deer killed in camp through the first week, and going into the second week, the temperature is supposed to start to drop, so that'll be a big help. I'm just sitting here on the Appalachian Trail at the bench where the little plaque is. Tells you about the this holler right here. Taking a break. I have probably walked about 4 miles up to this point, up and over a mountain, and walking the Appalachian Trail back to camp. Now I've probably got about 1.5 miles, 2 miles back to camp, so needed a break. So I figured do a little intro, let you know what's going on. Seen some deer this morning. Saw 3 does. Josh is hunting with me, and I think he's seen 6 deer. 1 6, and the rest I think were does. So yeah, this morning has already been better than the rest of the week has gone. But yeah, we're having a good time, eating good food, you know, our usual. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here and rest my legs for a bit because I am about whooped. And then yeah, I'm gonna head back to camp, make some breakfast, and get ready for this afternoon. Just before I turned the camera on, a small buck was chasing a doe, went right down towards this creek. Now, within 15 minutes later, a small 8-pointer showed up. So this is the next morning. I was doing my usual spot and stalk, and walked up on a small 10 down here in this river bottom, and I'd lost sight of him in that mountain laurel. Right here I was just slipping along, and I actually had my Walker's game ears on, and even with the creek right here running, the river right here running, I could still hear a deer, but I could not find it for the life of me. I could not pick it up. Right here I snuck up on another small buck that was cruising the hillside. This is what he looked like. This is zoomed in on my phone. That's why I like this style of hunting. I just slip along nice and slow, watch more than I walk, and you can walk right up on a lot of deer like this. I've had really good success like this. While I was seeing a lot of small deer, Brandon had a lot better luck. Shot this nice buck. And a few days later, Donnie shot this nice buck, and the boys had a brutal hike out. Alright, so it is Wednesday afternoon, first week of rifle season here in Amherst, and camp is a little bit somber. Most everybody had to go home, go to work for a couple days and things like that. There's a few of us here. Kind of cloudy, rain last night, and I don't know. Camp has been a little bit down this year. And I'll try to explain a little bit better why. That's Donnie and Corey's setup right there. Gotta have the flag. That's part of mine, and Joe and Reese is back here. But anyway, so we've had some things happen this year, especially for me. It's been pretty tough. Hopefully I don't make y'all seasick, but we had James, who we lost earlier last week. Made things a little tough. A lot of us took it pretty hard. He was a great friend, and yeah, definitely going to be missed. So that was early part of last week. Yesterday, one of the guys had to come down to camp to get me because my father was rushed into emergency surgery, And without, him coming down here and letting us know, we would have no idea. We have a pretty good network going on. So everybody is, looked out for, and, if something happens like this, we're able to get a hold of each other and get a hold of their families or whatever we need to do, so they can contact home and, get things taken care of. My dad is doing okay at the moment. He is in recovery. It was a pretty extensive surgery, and I'm hoping very much that everything goes well with him. Me and my wife couldn't be there. We're both sick with some kind of cold, chest infection, something along those lines, and we can't risk getting him or my mother sick. So we're gonna hang out here for a few days and try to get over this mess, and then yeah, we're gonna head home, and I'm gonna come back up next week and pull the camper home. But yeah, me and my wife were having a conversation coming down the mountain earlier about the way that everybody in camp cares for each other and looks out for each other. And she said, looking from the outside, having not been here the full trip, it looks like, especially on my videos, that we're just partying all the time, shooting deer, drinking beer, getting hammered every night, and just living it up, the party life. And that is definitely not the case. Most nights, especially we've been hunting hard, we're in bed between 8 and 10. We might have a few beers sitting around the fire and telling everybody, what we saw that day, and if we've seen any good deer or anything like that, and how the hunting's been going. We go to bed and get up 4:30 in the morning and do it all over again. Corey was actually talking about it the other night, though, and he made a good point. And this thought has crossed my mind on occasion, that there is no way for me to make a video to convey our relationship here in camp, and what camp means to us. There's no way to put it into words, what it is and what it means to us, and how much we appreciate it and appreciate each other. So it's hard to relay that to other people, especially through video. I try my best, but some things there are just no words for. Yeah, I don't know how to. It's hard to show the affection and the love and the amount of caring that is in this camp and has been for years and years and years. And I guess that's part of the reason, is because we've been together for years and years and years. That over those years, this is more than just a deer camp that, we raise hell and party and, that whole deal. This is definitely a family. They all know my kids. I know their kids. I know pretty much everything about their lives, and they know the same about mine. And when somebody has an issue, or, somebody's family is sick, or, gets hurt or whatever, we pretty much all know about it. And they're calling, and everything, first thing out of a text or out of their mouth is, what do you need me to do? What can I do? How can I help? And yeah, it's pretty amazing to have that kind of support. Yeah. Try not to make you seasick, but yeah, I mean, there's a few things that we leave alone. We don't talk politics. Really, that's about it. We don't want to deal with the politics and none of that crap. We do talk religion. Actually, I had a conversation this morning with Joe and Ray, about church and, being what it feels like to be up here, watching the sun come up over a mountain, and how close it'll make you feel to God. And, yeah, so, I know it's just a special place. There's Brian.
Yo, what you say, Bo?
What's up, brother?
Doing a little decorating.
I understand.
What's happening?
Doing a little filming.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we are a very patriotic group as well. I guess, just like-minded people. Yeah. There's a few open campsites at this point. Beginning of muzzleloader, all of them were slam-packed. One woman actually stopped and asked for directions and said our camp looked like a city, which we thought was pretty funny. At nighttime, I guess it kind of does. We light it up pretty big just to make it more comfortable in camp so you can see and, not tripping over roots and things like that. And just easier to, make dinner and cook and all that stuff. So, yeah, we get quite a bit of compliments on the camp setup that we have. And we've learned over the years how to make things easier and learn tricks and tips and, just things to make it a little bit more comfortable, not quite roughing it. We have showers and toilets and things of that nature. But there are definitely ways to make camping a lot more fun and easy. And we do pretty well at it. We always have amazing food. Last night we had, let's see, it was homemade pinto beans with ham and some cut up onion and some homemade canned peppers to go on our beans, and had them by the fire, and that was delicious. I think tonight it is homemade potato soup. So, yeah. We never starve. We always eat really good. The food's always amazing because all of us like to cook. And you got a bunch of people that get together that all like to cook. Yeah, you have some amazing meals. So this is the Peddler River. Looking back towards camp. It's actually kind of weird. I started hunting here in 1995. And years ago, and for a long time after I started hunting here, if there was an empty spot or a wide spot on this road for miles, there was a camp set up, tent, camper, truck, somebody sleeping, in the back of their truck in a truck bed. This place was absolutely packed. And most of the people that were here had been hunting here their whole lives. The ones that are left camping here and that hunt here still have been here and hunting here most of their lives. We see, a few weekend campers and stuff come in and out here and there, but generally speaking, it's the same groups that you see every year. We're always here during hunting season. I don't ever see that changing, but there is some new camps that pop up from time to time. And the old regulars, that we know and have met over the years, we always stop and talk to them and see how they're doing and have a beer with them or something. And just enjoy the company and the stories and stuff. But I definitely don't mind sharing the woods with people, as long as they're courteous. You know, give us the same courtesy that we're going to give you. If I see a truck sitting somewhere that I know, you know, somebody's hunting, I'm not pulling up beside them and walking in the woods beside their truck. We keep going down the road. There's too many places to hunt to mess with that stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much how we feel, all of us in general. Somebody's broke down, you know, we lend them a hand. If somebody needs help working on a camper or something like that, we pitch in. We actually had to do some work on that one when they got here. Not a big deal. We all get together and cut firewood. That's what's left of a giant dead pine tree that they dropped before everybody got here. We've been working on that for 3 weeks, cutting it up and splitting it for wood. But yeah, it's definitely in community around here. This was definitely a shooter buck. I just misjudged it. After I had time to reflect on it, I said, yep, I probably should have shot that deer. This was the best deer I saw the entire trip. Right here I was actually trying to get my phone out so I could get a better video than the GoPro will take. Seems like anymore I'd rather get them on camera than to actually shoot them, which, you know, that's okay too. all in all, it was a great trip. A few unfortunate things happened, and that's just part of life. But I love spending time with my friends and my family, and I look forward to it every year. And that's what it's all about.